Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. Today we're going to be making a bowl. So I've seen some cool tutorials on YouTube on how to make a rope bowl. It's basically just a Turk's head knot that you'd use to make a paracord coaster or things like that. But this is what it looks like, a prototype that I made with just 550 paracord. It looks kind of neat. You can't hold much in a bowl this size. So naturally I went the next step up and used 1/2-inch cotton rope. This stuff was way too flexible and it just kind of turned into a mess, as you can see. It doesn't hold its shape and it really looks like a whole lot of nothing. I mean, I suppose it could be a pillow or something, but anyway, bad idea. So instead, we're going to be using this stiffer rope. The other stuff was a twisted cotton, we call it on our website. This is natural cotton rope, and while it's not good for macrame or things like that where you want it to be soft, it's much better for other rope projects like what we're doing today. So to get started, we just want to find the midpoint of our rope. All right, so go ahead and slap the middle down on the table, and we're going to want to tape that in place because we're going to be making the majority of the knot with just one side, and then we'll be doubling it up with the other side. So to begin, we'll just start by making a couple loops. We're going to loop it across like this, and then bring it across, and then make another loop right underneath your standing end. And our working end should be aiming down. We want to bring that just under that last loop. Pull your whole cord through. All right, so you should have your rope looking like this when you're done. At this point, we're going to bring our standing end back up to the top. We want to go under this standing end rope. So under here. I'm going to find my end to do that. And it's just going to lay right across the top of that. All right, so now we have one more pass for our initial setup, and then we can get going with the rest of the knot. So we're going to take our end again and bring that over this first loop. We're going to come across the entire knot, over the first loop, under that second, over the third, under the fourth, over the next, and under the last. You just want to leave these loops on each side. So when you're done, you should have a total of 6 of them. Do this again. So you want to position it so that all of your 6 loops are pretty even. And you're saying I have 5 loops? You're right. We'll get to that. All right. So now that it's pretty symmetrical and your whole thing looks about like a circle, we're going to take the end again and we're going to start following our cord through the knot. So where our standing end enters the knot, we're going to bring our working end same direction and be making our last loop right here. So we just want to do the same over-unders that we did with our first cord. So just follow it through, going over, under, until you come across to this loop over here. There we go. And we'll just continue on until we make it all the way through. You want to make sure that your ropes don't cross over when you're doing this. You want to stay along the same side the whole time. So we're doing the underside here. It's just going to continue along that edge all the way through. So if you do this long enough, you'll eventually come to a point where you're noticing that your cord is being tripled instead of just doubled. So if we finish this off here, we now have 3 cords at this one spot. That's okay. We're going to be making a total of 4. So you can just keep on following this end through so you don't waste any of it until you run out of room. So I'm going to call that good. and then I'm just going to put my end underneath. So now we're going to be taking our standing end and doing the same thing. So we'll be bringing this end around the outside each time. So right now we're just starting on our third stripe with this other cord. We want to keep going until we see a total of 4 stripes everywhere. So if you want to stop it right there, you can. You've got a nice trivet, or make it any bigger and you've got a doormat. But we're going to turn this into a bowl, so don't cut your ends just yet. We'll be taking some of the slack out. So flip it back over to right side up, and you can kind of begin to form this into a bowl by just grabbing the edges and pushing them up like this. Now you'll see that these loops are really loose, so you just want to tighten those down. And this is kind of a process. But take it patiently. You don't want to pull all the slack out at once, otherwise your cords are going to get all jumbled. But I'm going to start on the end where we have the shortest and start feeding some of that extra cord through. So this is going to be on the bottom of my loops. As we're tightening it down, we just want to make sure that it stays in that bowl shape, so that we're taking the appropriate amount of slack out. So for that first loop, just pull that loop nice and tight, and we'll eventually be getting more and more slack as we go through the knot. All right, so we've got our bowl taking shape. It looks pretty uniform, but there's a lot of holes in it yet, so I'm just going to tighten that down a little bit more to eliminate some of that. All right, so there's our finished bowl, all tightened down. The last thing that you can do, just a couple notes if you want to make sure that it stays in shape, because it is still rope and it can flop around a bit. You can sew the loops to each other with something like white microcord or white cotton thread, and that'll just kind of keep it in place. And you can also use that for securing your ends. With paracord, we just kind of melt them and stick them to the project, but with cotton rope, you obviously can't do that or you're going to start a fire. But what you can do, if you really want to be fancy with it, you can actually weave the 3 strands of your rope into the one next to it and seal it off that way. Otherwise, you can just take that thread and kind of sew across this tube with a hand needle. But however you want to finish it off, you've got a nice looking decoration. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, and if you're new around here, be sure to stick around. We put out videos twice a week on things like paracord crafting, so bracelets and keychains and the like, and also the occasional video like this. Let us know what you thought down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.